Thank you everyone for joining us for our first community call of 2022. Today we'll be going through platform metrics overview, where we're at with our analytics page, status on our sell feature, a new fee structure we're looking to introduce, new markets that'll be added to the platform, partnerships that are in progress, and Premia V3 that's in the works. Handing it over to you, Froggy.
All right, so let's go over the platform metrics. Over the past month, we've seen TVL increase by almost 60%, the equivalent ETH in the platform from 4,400 to almost 7,000. And we've seen over 1,000 trades over the past month. 90% of those were on Arbitrum, 10% on mainnet. Moving on to the analytics page. We're excited to bring this to the platform. It will introduce deeper insights into the things going on our platform, such as the options being traded within each pool, the amount of premiums being earned by a pool, the amount of options that are exercised for a specific pool. Looking at a specific token, you'll be able to see the history of the token price on the platform. You'll be able to see all of the pools that token has related to it, all of the options related to it. And then if you go into a specific option, you'll be able to see the Greeks for that option. You'll be able to see the price history, the volatility surface for a specific pool, all of the information that our users need to perform better risk assessment on their positions and on their future trades. Moving on to the sell feature. We will be introducing a way for users who have previously purchased options to sell their options back to the AMM, as opposed to exercising those options. When a user exercises an option, they capture the full intrinsic value. In the future, when a user will sell an option to the platform, they will be able to capture a piece of the extrinsic value on top of that intrinsic value. The way we enable this is by allowing liquidity providers to check a box when they deposit their liquidity into the platform, determining whether or not they want to market make within that pool. If they select the box, then any options that have been sold using their capital can be repurchased by the AMM later for a spread. This means that the liquidity provider who purchases it back will be purchasing it back at a discount, earning a spread each time they do this. And over time, they will steady their returns in the pool and introduce a new form of yield through this spread. We think this is a net positive to the Premia protocol and will continue to improve it over time. Introducing a new fee structure as well. We're excited to bring this to the platform. The best way to think about it is time-weighted fees or a utilization fee on yield generated by capital in the pool. So when a liquidity provider's capital is used within an option and generates yield, a portion of that yield will be taken and given to protocol stakers. We think that this is a good way to align the incentives of stakers and LPs over time, especially as we introduce new tokenomic systems over time that will further align stakers with pool LPs. Now I'm going to hand it over to Coin to discuss new markets.
Thanks, Froggy. So as some of you have seen and asked about new people joining the Discord, our first new markets that we'll be going live with this coming week are with Alchemix. We'll be going live with a ALCX DAI pool and an all USD, all ETH pool. Some other protocols that we're interested in adding and we're engaging in conversations with are Yearn, Frax, SushiSwap, Tokamak, and we're looking to have discussions with other EVM-compatible layer 1s such as Avalanche, moving on to partnerships in progress. So moving on to our partnerships in progress. Next week, as I mentioned, we have our Alchemix markets going live. We're also looking to add markets for Yearn, Tokamak, and CVI is looking to integrate our data, our volatility data into their index. GMX, we're still in talks with to build out more advanced strategies on layer 2, as well as possibly take advantage of their zero slippage on swaps. We're talking with Tokamak. I see a lot of interesting ways we could with them as they kind of work as a decentralized market maker by being able to shift and move liquidity where it's necessary and needed. We're talking with Polygon, building a deeper relationship with Arbitrum, and we're setting up talks with ZK Sync to see if it's possible for us to work with them or deploy there in the future. Moving on to our V3 of Premia.
Thanks, Quinn. Moving on to Premia V3. This is still very early on in the design and specification stage, but we are working on next steps for the AMM. Specifically, some of the key outcomes that we are looking into are combining AMM and limit order liquidity models on chain. This would mean users could deposit their liquidity and sell at the market rate, or decide to sell at a limit order that is different from the market rate, and they would all combine in the same liquidity model. We're looking at introducing concentrated liquidity across liquidity provider volatility surfaces. This is a long-winded way of saying allowing liquidity providers to underwrite specific strikes and maturities, or specific ranges of strikes and maturities at the price that they think makes sense to them or at the market rate. We think that this will help to accommodate professional market makers who are looking to only underwrite specific sections of the volatility surface, or they want to, perhaps set their own pricing. We believe that this new AMM will accommodate these users. And of course, as we implement the native sell feature in our existing version of the AMM, this will move forward into Premia V3. We will take no steps backwards as we move forward. And then the final thing that we're looking into with V3 is pro rata accounting. So this means that users who deposit in the pool and underwrite the same surface as some other user over the same period of time will expect the same returns. This will be the removal of our liquidity queue. So this is exciting, as it will return more stable returns for liquidity providers over time. Thanks for joining us this week, and we look forward to hearing you in our community channel as we go over community questions.